All right, Brook Brewing Company. I think Redbeard finally found a beer of yours that he's going to thoroughly enjoy. What be going down, people of the world? Redbeard here, coming at you from his couch. Welcome back to another Daily Drink vlog for the beer of the today. We have got a can of unfiltered maple porter by Brook Brewing. Damn straight. Maple is probably my favorite flavor in the whole world. Yeah. 6%, strong-ish beer. Please be tasty. Let's crack her open. For today's glass, let's see what we've got. As always, all the thanks in the whole wide world going to those of you watching my videos. The beard loves you all so very, very, very much. This has got quite the giant head going on it. Very, very dark. Ooh, not meh. Maple's there. Maybe some smoky malt flavors. It's got some interesting aromas going on, that is for sure. She's very dark. It's going to take a second for this to get down there, so yeah. A couple people said they missed my daily fact type things, so today being May 25th, on this date in 1961, the Apollo program where President John Kennedy said, "We will get a man on the moon," or whatever he said like that. That happened. And on this date in 1977, Star Wars came out. Yeah. Star Wars! That head's going to take a couple minutes still. It's being very persistent. We brewed our Brook... Oh, really? Right off the start? We brewed our Brook Maple Porter to be first and foremost a robust and full-bodied porter, using premium roasted and pale malts. I got the roasted malts. Nice. We then infuse pure dark Canadian maple syrup into the brewing process so the maple essence becomes integrated during fermentation. The result is a truly wonderful and complex mixture of roast you desire in a robust porter with background hints of maple flavor and aroma. Brook Maple Porter is a unique Canadian interpretation of a timeless classic. Ingredients: malted barley, malted wheat, maple syrup, hops, and yeast. Well, it's all in there now. But, yeah, we got some headlow. That's what it is. Jello like headlow. I just got some in my nose. Let's give her a shot. Different. Very different. Really not getting a lot of the maple syrup flavor. Could be because it's cold, but there's a bit of sweetness going on in the back end of it. It's kind of surprisingly hoppy. I think that's going to be one of those ones that is going to change characteristics as we get into it. Let's do this. Cheers, everybody. Even the smokiness flavor really isn't as pronounced as you'd think by the smell. It really comes through in the smell, but not so much in the taste. Unusual. I'm going to read off the malts here. There's chocolate, dark chocolate, chocolate wheat, crystal, or I believe that's actually cristal for the hops, Maris otter, wheat, flaked barley, and carafoam. Wow. Hops are German Magnum and UK Fuggle. Pure dark Canadian maple syrup and dry English yeast. So I think it says drink fresh, do not age. And this was made, I believe is the date here, on the 29th of March. So almost 2 months since the day it was made. I don't know if that would be considered aging. You'd think it could hold up for that long. Like, you'd think any beer would be able to hold up for a couple months at least. Fair enough that you couldn't, cellar it for a couple years, but a couple months? Looking at the head and stuff, it doesn't look off at all. And I wouldn't even know how to tell if the taste was off, so... my taste buds. We'll just blame that. A little bit of the smokiness there. Still really not getting a lot of the maple syrup flavor, though. Considering this is supposed to be a maple syrup kind of beer. It's not like the Sapsucker from New Ontario. That was loaded with maple syrup flavor. Another random fact about today. 11 years ago on this day, my father passed away. Lung cancer. If you still have a father, buy him something awesome for Father's Day and give him a huge hug. Do it. Do it. This one's for you, Dad. It's definitely getting better. This is one of those beers that started out... I don't know if it's the porter part of it. I don't think I've really had a lot of them at all. So, could just be the porter flavor that maybe I'm not a huge fan of. And the maple flavors are kind of saving this beer from me hating it. Because while I'm not liking it a lot, it hasn't flipped over to the hate side of things. So, as far as beers from Brook that I've tried, which we don't have a good relationship so far, Brook and my palate. But this could be the first kind of semblance of a peace offering, maybe. Or something along those lines. Things come out of here sometimes, and they might make sense. I'll let you decide. It's still not something that I would voluntarily buy and drink as a go-to beer. Absolutely not. But as something that you could maybe use in cooking for some kind of a barbecue sauce type something or other, I think this could be used in some good way to make food. Reduce it down so you just kind of get the maple syrup back. Though in that case, I guess you could just use maple syrup as well. Again, it says things sometimes that don't make sense. It'll do that. The smokiness is definitely starting to come through more. But I don't know. It kind of reminds me of the Black Coal Stout that I had from Railway City, but that was a stout. This is a porter. I don't know the defined difference between the two, but yeah, that was more enjoyable for me than this. So can't see through this at all. It's got the tar-like look to it. It's really riding that middle ground wave. take a drink and then it like dips under there for a second. And it's like a 3 or a 2, and then it bumps itself up to like a 6 or a 7 for a second, and then rides back down. Very, very unusual beer. Like I said, though, this could just be because porter is not a style of beer that I think I've had much of at all, if at all. I'm not sure. You know what time it is. Let's see if maybe we get something different with the chug. Who knows? The drink numbers are last. Really surprisingly high level of bitterness. Really surprising. Especially considering this is only supposed to be 25 IBU. I don't know. Maybe it did kind of go off a little bit in the almost 2 months that it's been alive. I don't know. God damn it, Brook Brewing Company. Your maple porter. Overall, 4? Just really didn't get the maple. I don't know. I don't know. I still have a can of your green apple beer in my fridge. And I believe that is the last thing by you that I have access to in my local community. So please let it be good. And that's gonna do it for today's Daily Drink vlog. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, then be sure to smash that like button with your face. Thanks again, and I'll be back with another Daily Drink vlog tomorrow. Peace out! For the last time this week, let's do this. Cheers, everybody. And one more cheers to you guys at Granville for making everything that's happened this week happen. A beard loves you so much. Just realized yesterday when I had that root beer, I really enjoyed it. And I flicked the can. And then today I didn't enjoy it and I didn't flick the can. I think it should be reversed. If I don't like the beer, we flick the can. If not, I can pick it up and like nuzzle it maybe or something.